Welcome to another video by Ignis. Today, as you can see, we're in the Literature and Pop Culture Library and we're going to be discussing an absolute classic written by none other than everyone's favorite romantic and albeit depressing poet Emily Dickinson. Hope is the Thing with Feathers is a 19th century poem written by the American poet Emily Dickinson, a prominent figure of American poetry. I suppose most people know Emily Dickinson now, or at least literature enthusiasts do. Or at least people who paid attention in literature class do. But back then, things were different. In fact, Emily wanted her works destroyed, but her sister Lavina did not listen to her, as siblings do. Since she never blessed us with proper titles, the first line is referred to as the title. Personification and symbolism are present throughout the poem, and like Dickinson's most famous poems, she uses the metaphor of a bird. The bird here symbolizes the feeling of hope and salvation. Let's now delve into what each of the stanzas mean. The first stanza goes as follows. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. She calls hope the thing with feathers. The bird is a tiny creature that withstands all forces of nature. Likewise, the feeling of hope is able to help conquer the hardest times that one may face. That is why it may perch in the soul. The feeling of hope can be fleeting, like the flight of a bird, but mighty as well. The bird may perch in the soul for a minuscule amount of time, but the time in which it stays. It may touch the soul in the most profound way possible. The thing with hope is, it is silent. It will move you without ever saying a word. The last two lines of the stanza symbolizes the perseverance and endless nature of hope. It always provides warmth, and like the bird, entertains you with its singing without you ever realizing it. It's always there, guiding you on. Now let's move on to the second stanza. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and so must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. The gale is a strong wind. Therefore, when it is mentioned that it is sweetest in the gale, it means that the bird sounds best in the storm. This symbolizes the fact that hope feels better when you're in a bad situation. When you're caught in a storm, the bird gives you a feeling of warmth and hope, igniting a flame in your soul and helping you to carry on. The storm, referenced here, must be particularly fierce if it could abash the feeling that helped so many. Only in the worst of situations could hope be of no help. The last line explains that hope makes no discrimination, which is possibly why hope is better than humankind. The way a bird's tune is for all to enjoy, the feeling of hope is applicable to all of humankind. Now, last but definitely not least, let's move on to the last and third final stanza of this extraordinary poem. I've heard it in the chillest land, and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity, it asked a crumb of me. The bird can be present anywhere, the way hope can be. It is there in the worst of times, and in the strangest places. It is there whenever needed. It will always help you when you ask for it. And just like the bird, who sings the seemingly endless tune without ever asking for even a crumb, hope has never asked for anything in return. This is perhaps most astonishing about hope. It was always there, but never wanted anything for the want it provided, for the emotions it influenced. The poem itself, being an extended metaphor, is used to signify the nature of the human spirit. It always tries to hold out for better times. People would never think of better opportunities and would have never invited them without the hope that it would improve their lives. Hope is an unsung hero, as our beloved poet narrates, yet possibly the greatest and most powerful one. Well, that's it for this video. If you're as bored as we assume you probably are, yes, we're calling you out right now, we suggest you check one of the videos suggested on the screen and maybe hit that like and subscribe button so we are motivated to post more random topics to entertain you with. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that's it for today. And I really do hope you're a literature fan watching this and not just some random person. You're in a bad situation. When you're caught in a storm, the bird gives you a feeling of warmth and hope, igniting a flame in your soul. How did I mispronounce that many words in one line?